Okay, here we go. I think this is the second or the third painting on this. I painted a little bit on this, and I don't, just a little bit, but I don't think that I filmed it. So, but anyway, you can see the texture in it. I did that with a palette knife. Okay, so I think I'm going to start up here and come down. I'm going to see if I cannot finish this today. And of course, I got to paint all of this again. I got to paint all that again. So I'm going to start up here with the clouds. And take me a little ultramarine blue, some raw umber, maybe a little more, because I want this to be a little on the blue side. And I'm going to put just a little quinacridone rose in it. It doesn't take a lot. It's pretty strong color, about like that, and maybe make it just a little bit bluer, a little bit more blue, put a little more white in that. I wish you could see this, and as I continue to do this, I'll get a little bit better with it, but right now I'm just having to do this all by myself. So what I'm figuring is that I just have to live with it. That's all it is to it. I'll put a little liquid in that, make it a little more fluid, so it'll go on a little thinner, because this is, after all, one of my darks here. So this is right here. Now we got a lot of form in here. Another thing I've got to do that I have not done. Y'all excuse me just a minute. So I'm gonna get this back on there. This is what I'm painting from, and I've already showed it. I've shown it to you once. I'm gonna get it on my TV screen here. Okay, there it goes. There it is. Okay, you can't see it. I'll show it to you one more time here. Of course, it's you're not gonna be able to see it really, really good. But the clouds are a lot darker than that, so you can't see it just by doing this. So I'm gonna go back over here and get this where I want it. I think that'll do it right there. Okay, so I'm gonna real thin paint this on here, because I'm gonna come back and put some, and you can't see it up there on that, but I'm going to put some form into those clouds. So I'm just going to put some real thin dark in there for right now. And then I'm going to come back and put my sky holes in there, the light sky. But I want this to be real thin, so if I do put some light on it, it will be wet and thin and will mix in with it, because clouds are real soft. So we're gonna put some light in there, but we're gonna make it all come together and be real soft. Okay, here we go. I'm just putting this in real thin right now. Real thin, just kind of moving it around. Now I'm going to add a little white to this dark that I have here, because I want a real subtle lightness to it. And I'm going to put this on here to be a little on the light side so that it will look like it's not flat, it's round. I'm not going to put a lot of this light in there because it's a pretty dark cloud. And as I paint wet into wet here, it changes into another value actually. And then we'll just kind of glaze that on top of that. So I get about 3 or 4 different values by painting wet into wet here. Sometimes we finger paint. And we got a little purple down here in the bottom of this too, so okay. Clean my brush off and just kind of pull that into that dark. Well, I don't want any more of the light on there, so I'm just making it, keeping my dark. Okay, so I think I'm going to take a little more rose color in here and put it, maybe lighten it just a little bit. Kind of dry brush this on there. I don't want it to be dominant at all. I want it to blend into it. The purple, magenta. I'll pull some up into here too. Put a little more light up in here. With a little bit of that purple in there too. It's on my brush. Just leave it on there. We'll just put some of that in there too. This helps to create rhythm. Helps to create rhythm. Put a little more of this dark in here. I don't want it to be too light because this is a pretty dark cloud right here. But I do still want it to have some form to it, like there is some light hitting it, so. Okay. Give me a little smaller brush here. And see if we can't pull that light part of the sky into it a little bit more. So, I'm going to take some cobalt blue, put it right there, and then we want to, I think I'm going to still keep this, I'm going to put a little raw umber in that too, just to kind of cool it a little bit. I don't want it to be a warm blue at all. And we'll put a little liquid in it just to kind of keep this a little bit on the fluid side also. Okay, perfect. Perfect for me, anyway. Now this almost immediately starts getting lighter. Probably because of the distance, but also because of the sun. So I'm not going to get a lot of that up. I'm going to get almost pure white now. And then I'm going to let it kind of be a gradation of these values right here from this little darker color down here to almost white. Okay. Now I'm going to be a little more careful with putting this on here. So I'm applying it with little strokes that I'm leaving there because I want it to be a little on the thick side. Anyway. Be careful. We got to kind of slow down just a little bit. Now I think I want to try to put a little this darker here on top of that. I don't want it to be too lost. I have a problem here, and that problem is I'm trying to get this landscape put on this two-dimensional surface. So the solution to my problem is right up here on this TV screen. So I have to analyze, look, understand it, observe it, and analyze it. And put it down the way I see it. And it does not always exactly like it. I don't want it to be. I don't want that photograph to control what I do. I want to put in it what I want to put in it and take out what I don't want in it. So I'm going to paint it. I want this painting to be mine. I don't want it to be a photograph. I want it to work. It's going to be soft. I want it to be soft. I do. Pretty dark cloud though. I don't want it to. I don't want to lose my darkness in it either. And I probably will come back in here too when all this dries real good, and this will dry pretty fast. So we will we'll come back in here. It won't take long. It just will. We'll just do some glazing, which has to do with your liquid, your medium that you paint with. Put a little more light in here. Just kind of gotta work it. You gotta manipulate it. Kind of pull that together, soften these edges, make it look like a cloud. A little more of that little light purple color up in here. It's got a little yellow in it too. See what we can do here. Down here, I'm not gonna put a lot though. Sometimes I just forget where I am and I start singing, so just bear with me. If you hear me singing, just try not to laugh. Well, it's okay. If you want to laugh, you can laugh. That's what it's all about anyway, isn't it? I'll put that on back on top of that right there. Take a little more of this little purple and put it right there. Uh-oh, here comes the rain. My studio is metal, and when it rains, it's a really beautiful sound. Might want to take me a nap. You might just see what this will do if I put a little more white in this. We're in this little purple color. I don't paint with purple a whole lot, but it's sure is pretty. I hear some thunder out there too. We're supposed to get some pretty bad rain. Pretty bad tornado type of weather. You gotta take the good with the bad though. Can't just all be good. Okay. Take this big old brush here. Step back and look at it a little bit. Put a little white in that purple now, because we've got a little purple right down here. Actually, some more on the bluish side though. We'll just put some right there. A little more white in it. Not